I'm a representative of the college. I'm not gonna be like, hey, you, what's no. I like to keep my reputation. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Two Latin Brothers podcast, a podcast where we talk about entertainment and our lives as a day-by-day comedy podcast. I'm Victor.
I'm Adrian.
We're back at it again. This time, we're going to be talking about semesters.
Semesters?
Going into new semesters, since I'm a person going into a new semester.
Okay.
As we all know.
I mean, I've done many a semester in my time. Many a semester in my time. I've even done night semesters in my time.
Yeah.
So please enlighten us. How do you feel about it?
How do I feel about it? Well, for starters, I'm just starting to get into the groove of it again. I'm like feeling it out.
Right, because you had like a month off, right? So.
Yeah, because, you know, the holiday break,
right,
as they so call it. The winter break, the holiday break.
The so-called holiday break.
The regenerative period for me to relax and sleep, and I didn't do any of that.
Stress out and try to figure out how to schedule everybody in.
Oh, yeah. So, I've begun my semester. I'm learning from here and there, like, the type of things that I should probably schedule in, like, maybe some hours that might need to be outside of my school, like, actually attending class. I don't know. I'm probably not going to make a real schedule till the end of this week.
Okay.
So
well, I mean, like, look, I mean...
Or Tuesday next week.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand how good it is to have, like, a proper schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's a topic all on its own.
See, but here's the thing. You need to set yourself up with two different schedules. You need to set up a... like time period schedule,
right?
So what time you're gonna be in class, what time you're setting yourself up for studying,
right,
or just doing homework,
for sure.
And then you should also schedule in your free time.
Right. Yeah.
That's also something.
I remember. I saw this guy. When I was in college. I was gonna say when I was in high school because we didn't do this in high school. When we were in college. His phone lock screen. He'd unlock his phone and you'd see like his schedule, but there was other stuff later on top. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, oh, that's my girlfriend's schedule on top of my schedule. And I'm like, why? He's like, so I know when I can text her and when I can't text her.
Yeah.
He's like, because if she's in class, I know she's not gonna answer my text.
Yeah.
He's like, so
Smart
I'm like,
move. Yeah.
I'm like, so then why did you? He's like, it's just in case. He's like, I'm like, I'm gonna text my girlfriend as soon as I unlock my phone. The first thing I'm going to see is her day-to-day plan.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really funny because there was really like only like a couple of windows, like a 1 to 2 hour window between each other's classes where they would like hang out. And that's like how I even met her. And it was funny.
Yeah. See, what I have to do still is my tasks schedule. That's what I have to do. I have to do both schedules.
It's just we have so many things to do.
My schedule is literally me grabbing the CSI, so the syllabus.
Yeah.
Just grabbing all that information, throwing it into like a week by week, play by play.
I honestly don't like doing that.
I don't like it either. But once I
wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Like, no, I personally wouldn't do that. Like, cause when I was in college, I didn't do that because, like, you would like there were days where you felt like you were dying. It's really what it was.
See, but the reason I would do it,
or
the reason I do it is so that way I don't feel like that. If Listen. Since I've created my tasks, in a visible like spectrum,
for sure,
I can just go crossing them off. So that way I don't. If you don't do that, you're just kind of like, okay, what do I have to do next?
Right.
If you already have it organized, you don't have to be asking yourself, what do I do next? All you have to do is check.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess my program had more leeway because I remember once, like, it was like a week before this assignment was due where our professor's like, I haven't even written the rubric for it yet. So, like, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
And we're all like, well, sir, it's due, like, next week. And he goes, it's due next week. He's like, it's in the CS, you know, like, it's in the thing. It's in the document already, like. And so he ended up getting rid of that assignment, and then he gave us a different assignment like 2-3 weeks later. So it was like I feel like there was just like a lot more like adjusting. Even though those classes have been around forever, right? Same thing like a psychology class. You're supposed to write a paper about something, and then the professor's like, "No, we won't write. We'll write. You know what? We won't do this paper. We'll write a big paper at the end, and that'll be it."
See, but that's also like the thing, right? Since you have your big schedule, well, since I have my big schedule, if a professor says, "Okay, you know what? We're not going to do this task. We're going to do another task," that opens up my slot.
Right. Yeah.
So I can see where I have my free time.
Well, I mean,
or I can implement more time for a specific. Other
right,
task.
and I get that, and that works for you. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found a system that works for you.
Well, it doesn't really work because I procrastinate.
Okay, well, maybe if you stick to your schedule, it'll work. No, but I felt like the more you break it down, I feel like there's less time. Yeah. Especially as you get older. Yeah. Like nowadays, I wake up.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'll wake up and I'll feel like 4 hours have gone by and the sun is already setting.
Yeah, but that's just you every day. But when you do set yourself up with a proper schedule, like fine-tuned schedule, it doesn't feel like there's enough time in your day.
Right.
That can cause some problems for certain people. With some people, it's like, okay, I gotta move forward with this, and for some people, it's just like, this is my anxiety on a piece of paper.
For sure. I can't remember. There was an app. Habitica? I think that's what it's called. Habitica is what I think it's called. It's like an app where you put in like you schedule. You can schedule in stuff, and it's like an MMO. So every time you complete, I mean, like you have to be truthful on the system though, right? Yeah. So like every time you complete something, you go in and you check it off. Yeah. And you gain XP that way, and your character, like, you know, levels up or whatever. It's a whole thing, so I can't remember who recommended it to me, and like, I used it for like a week. She's like, schedule in everything. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, schedule in when you brush your teeth. I'm like, you want to be? She's schedule in making your bed. Yeah. She's like, schedule everything in. I'm like, okay. Used it for a week. Scheduled in everything. I was like, I brush my teeth. I'd pull out my phone, check mark like this. Yeah. Brush my teeth, and then like after a week, she's like, "So how'd you feel?" Like I felt like someone was like over my shoulder the entire day. Yeah. And she goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I felt like everything had been like penciled in. Yeah. Where I had like no wiggle room." And she goes, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Picture this." I'm like, I had scheduled in to study from like 5 to 7 in the afternoon. And I'm like, and so I am like,
evening.
In the evening. And so I'm waiting for the bus to go home. It takes me an hour to get home, right? So it's like 4 o'clock. I'm waiting for the bus to get home. 5 study, right? The bus doesn't come till 4:25. Yeah.
I just ruined your entire schedule.
Just threw my whole schedule went out the window because the bus was 25 minutes late.
You're not supposed to exist fixed to your schedule.
Right, no, but that's what I was getting at. Yeah. I'm like, I need that wiggle room. And she goes, "So what did you do to make up those 25 minutes?" Yeah. I'm like, "I studied on the bus home." Like, what was I supposed to, like, that's what I did. And she's like, "Okay, that's great. That's a good way to like solve." Yeah. I'm like, that's a great.
You adapt it to the circumstance.
Right, but I mean, but alternatively, like, because she was saying how we need to like make a schedule and stick to the schedule. And I was like, okay, but like sometimes.
See, there's your personal schedule, and then there's your prioritized schedule. See, of because course. you're not gonna fluctuate your like timetable.
Of course not.
That's fixed.
I'm just not. Right? I'm not gonna go to this class from this moment. I remember this one time. I was like 30 minutes late. And I walked into class. Yeah. And that was like an hour and a half class. And the professor goes, "Why'd you even come?" And I go, "Because it took me 2 hours to get here. Yeah. And I finally made it."
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know what the professor said to me?
What?
"There's no way it took you 2 hours to get here." I'm like, "I use public transit, sir. Yeah. In this city, it's falling apart." Because at the time, they were just putting in the light rail. Like,
still not great.
It's falling apart. I got stuck inside for an hour. Yeah. Didn't even move.
Yep. Still not great. So, not at all.
Here we are.
Not one bit. Yeah. Transit in Ottawa is not the greatest.
Right. Okay, but came back to your semester
thing.
How do you feel about it?
How do I feel about the new semester?
Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't really have anything to gauge yet.
You know,
I feel
like, how do you feel about the professors though? Do they seem
the same
like
professors?
I mean, I know, but
there's one professor new.
Okay, but look, here's the thing. Now that you know the professors,
yeah,
are you okay with them? Like, there's not like a person. Oh, I got that person again.
I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm great.
You're great.
I'm great. They're great. I'm okay.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, is this a you thing or like a they thing? You know, like,
I honestly, I have 4 professors for the rest of the semester.
Sounds exciting.
Yep, I'll see their faces every day
until you're failing one class, and then hopefully they see you in another, and then they see you in another class, and you're like, Victor, we got to talk about that one class.
And I'll be like, okay, let's talk.
I had a professor like that one. She was teaching like 2 classes.
Yeah.
She taught like some sort of psychology course, and she taught this drug use course. One I was a social working, so you understand where it's come from. But she was teaching both courses, right? Mm-hmm. And I missed one of her. I missed her morning class.
Oh, okay.
Which was that class because transit, and then I came for the like afternoon class, which is like at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And she goes, she's like at the end of the class, like, Adrian, I didn't see you this morning. And I was like, yeah, I missed it. And she goes, yeah, I noticed. And I go, yeah, you know, I the bus and the train.
Yeah.
And she's like, she sighed.
Yeah.
Because like she felt like, I felt like she felt my inner frustration.
Yeah.
With just the transit system at the time.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, she's like, you know what? She's like, as long as like, you know what happened in class, like I don't care if you show up or not.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I'm like, well, you know, I'm like, it's good. I'm like, I just thought you should know that the notes for today's class aren't actually uploaded yet. And she goes, wait, what? I'm like, yeah. So, you know, it would be nice if I could see them. And then like she turns around and literally clicks like 3 times.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, the PowerPoint's up. So
it's great.
Yeah.
See, with I never really have that because I have the kindness of our mother. She likes to drive me.
Right.
So I don't have to deal with the transit as much. Unless she's like, okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, mind you, I was like the guinea pig.
You were the guinea pig.
Like, I mean, like not like me specifically, but like the year I was going to school.
Yeah, it was the guinea pig year.
It was the guinea pig year. Like they had just opened it. It was like the new. It was a big event of the city. Like it was the
big event.
It was the big event of the city.
The big financial crisis. No.
Yeah, it put us in the financial cripple more like it. No, but I mean, it was the big event of the city. And we were all, you know, hyped about the train, so we went and we did it, you know.
Yeah.
We started using it, but we quickly discovered that it does not work.
Yeah.
So you know, it is what it is, you know. I actually had a professor tell me, you know, you should start driving to school. Like, are you gonna pay my gas money? And he laughed.
Yeah.
And I go, what's so funny? He's like, I don't even pay gas money. I take the bus. And we all just
so
like.
So why are you telling me to be using the?
It was really funny because he was like upset that I didn't make it to his class on time.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, sir. And then I had another professor who said the same thing to me. And I go, sir, you walked to school. Because he lived across the street from the school. Like, it was just so frustrating. Like, these professors to tell me how to live my life when they're not even doing that.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. I think. I mean, I think you're gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
honestly, the classes. Like, yeah. So my professors are pretty much the exact same professors I've had. There's no really big difference between the professors. I have 4 professors, and the exact same professors I had last semester, except with some few minor changes of like new professors. The courses I have are very much more in tune to radio now.
Okay,
so I don't have
because you were saying I remember you had a photography class.
Yeah, and I had an image and sound course, which is like,
I mean, keep the sound, leave the image. Yeah, right.
So it's kind of like useless stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't call it useless. I mean, it's more like
useless stuff.
I mean, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on radio and I'm gonna be like, roll the visual,
play the slideshow.
No one's gonna do that on radio.
That'd be pretty funny.
No, honestly. So
I mean, it's like our podcast. Like a lot of people listen to it. They don't watch it.
Yeah.
So like we're trying to describe things like the guy was over here and I'm over here, right?
Yeah.
And we're using our hands, and like people would do this all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so it throw the whole. I'm like, I'm gonna have to cut all that out. Like the last 15 minutes.
Just accept now that if you're listening to this on Spotify, accept now that we are a video podcast.
No, I mean, if you're watching this on Spotify, why aren't you watching it?
Yeah, why aren't you watching it video? I see you.
No, you don't.
Through the screen of your phone.
Anyway, you were saying about your professor.
So pretty much useless stuff.
Right.
But now I have like script writing, radio like writing.
Radio like writing.
No, okay. I have audio script writing.
Right.
And I have radio storytelling.
Radio storytelling.
And I have production, performance. So those are things
that fall in tune with what you're actually taking. Fall in tune
with what I'm actually
as
doing.
opposed to the photography and sound. And okay,
yeah,
okay, I get it.
What am I going to be like? So I got this photo. Really nice photo.
Yeah.
Doesn't really help.
Bro, every now and then, you take a nice photo and just look nice.
I mean, they say an image has 1,000 words. But do I have 1,000 seconds to say those 1,000 words?
Absolutely. I don't have like 95% of the words.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I could probably start talking about the photo.
Yeah, let's talk about a photo right when we come back. This podcast is brought to you in part by Two Latin Brothers Podcast. You thought there wouldn't be a commercial, but there is. So make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll see you guys right now. So we said we were going to reveal you guys another photo. And that photo is right here. It's a meme, and it says something. Because to be honest with you, I can't really read it right now. But it has something to do with a fresh mint.
This is hilarious. I can read it, but he's...
Okay, wait. I got this, guys. Don't even worry. I got it on like the screen over there. I can somewhat see it. I love the start to a new semester, a fresh mint in the morning. It's like a fresh mint in the morning. How many days until summer, though? That's literally the feeling everyone has as soon as the semester started.
Bro, I can. You know what? I can read it from right where I'm sitting.
Yeah, you should have just read it. You made me struggle.
But I'm dyslexic, so like that wouldn't have.
You still would have read it. It would have been something at least.
It was just funny.
Besides me being blind,
bro, it was just funny watching you
figure it out.
Go out of frame.
Oh yeah,
trying to read that.
Yeah,
it was hilarious. It was the funniest thing. Like half your body's outside of frame.
Oh yeah, I read it for the audio. I committed. No, okay. But honestly, that's literally what happened today. I was reading through the syllabus.
Okay, whoa, rewind.
Yes,
for a sec.
Yeah,
I just want to comment on the photo.
Yeah, it's the meme of the day.
Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is that I think. I think the fact that we have countdowns is the problem.
Yeah.
Because like realistically, I had a professor once, the very first day of class. He told us
that there was 229 days left till Christmas.
No, he told us how many days were left till summer.
Oh, okay.
And it was September, and we're like, "Whoa, my guy!
Yeah,
like, the new year has to come through first.
Yeah, fall still has to kick in. Like,
yeah,
relax.
and he's like, guys, if I'm being honest. And he looked at us.
Yeah.
It looked like he was gonna cry.
Yeah.
Like he looked super like he was just gonna
like he was defeated.
Yeah. Like he did not want to be there.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And we go, sir, what's the matter? I just mind you, I just met this man.
Yes.
And he goes, this summer break was probably the greatest of my life. And we all go, okay. He's like,
tell us, sir.
And we're like, okay. And he goes, and I kind of don't want it to end. And we go, okay. And he follows up with this. So this one time when I was in college, and he was a psychology professor, and he was a very big say substance user in college, and so he would start classes like this, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think I've told the story before where he at one point was an 8 a.m. class. Or a 9 a.m. class, like half of us were asleep during the class. Mm-hmm. There was this one guy who would take a nap in the back of the class. Every class, he would just sleep through it, and then, but he would always, do that. It just became his thing, and it's like he had like 15 really good stories about substance abuse.
Okay,
because
none of which you can tell right now.
I mean, I always tell the LSD one because it's just the funniest. Okay, because
You've said it before, I think.
Yes, but the reason it's so funny is because the guy next to me was like falling asleep.
Yeah.
And then the professor
and then he wakes up.
No, okay, so it's like the second week of the semester, right?
Okay, don't tell the whole story again. But go ahead.
It's the second week of the semester. And this guy next to me, he's falling asleep, okay? And our professor goes, so this one time I did LSD. And and the guy next to me just like wakes up, he's like, did he just say LSD? Yeah. And I go, yeah. And he goes, what? And we both turn and look at the professor, like all eyes on me. Yeah, right? You know, like it was funny.
What was I saying? Something about the meme?
Yeah, something about mint.
No, that's what the meme says. It's like a mint. It's like a fresh mint in the morning.
Fresh mint in the morning.
It's something, I think.
He's already lost the meme.
Yeah, but how many days until summer? Literally today.
Yeah.
Not was. Well, give me a sec. Today.
Yesterday.
Yes. Whoa. Okay. Yesterday. I literally. Whoa. Okay. My brain's still trying to catch up.
This is the future, so for people, it's yesterday.
Yes. Yesterday. Yesterday, when we were going through the syllabus.
Yeah.
I literally went to my friend sitting beside me and went, "Can't wait till week 8." And she's like, "Why?"
It's reading week.
It's reading week. I'm like, that's probably the most exciting material throughout the entire course.
They give you like a bunch of recordings you have to do.
Oh, I'd cry.
Like I could see your performance class doing that.
I'd do them and I'd double upload them. One would go up and one would go here.
It'd be really funny.
One would go to the whatever Wednesdays and then one would just
I think we should do that. We should like
go do homework with me.
Yeah. And like I just film it.
This is a vlog. That's
vlog. I just film it and you go crazy. Like and then and if I have to censor
maybe not crazy.
No, I mean like
we have places for people like
no, I mean like if I have to censor it, I'll just censor.
Okay, whoa.
I just bleep you.
I'm a representative of the college. I'm not gonna be like, hey, you. What's no. I'd like to keep my reputation.
I mean, you've made a few jokes where like I've had to cut them out, obviously.
Well, yeah, because they're either A, insensitive, or B, insensitive, or C, potentially illegal.
Also highly inappropriate.
Yeah.
But
if you want to see the raw footage? No, I'm kidding.
we don't do
no,
raw.
I'm kidding. I don't tend to use vulgar language.
Of course not. No, it's just you hint at the vulgarness.
The vulgarness.
Yeah.
No, I hint at a misdemeanor.
That's also questionable.
That's what I do.
Look, I'm just trying to say that like as my eye is crying, like just
You're
suddenly
crying.
My eye is like
your eye
is
crying, not you.
I think there's something in my eye actually. It's just like I've gone blind from my left eye, ladies and gentlemen.
So I think that's a good segue for tiny things. 4 days ago we had the Ant-Man trailer, another Ant-Man trailer come out.
Oh, bro.
For Quantumania.
You want to talk about Ant-Man?
Yeah, that's a great segue, bro.
Okay.
You really timed out that like eye stinging.
I totally did not, but like
oh yeah, love it.
Blind.
Great.
I just started swelling up.
Yeah, he's dying over there.
Yes,
he's convulsing, and I'm out here like Ant-Man.
This is
anyway,
the worst.
It's not
segue.
a joke, but like it's a comedy podcast, guys. Come on.
Okay, well,
laugh.
Take a step back.
No, continue.
Okay, so no, you're the one saying about the cover.
Oh yeah, right. I'm continuing. So, Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Right.
We have the trailer.
Right.
Spoiler warning.
It's the trailer.
It's literally a movie. I just watched it and I'm already forgetting it. There's a guy. Okay.
It's called Ant-Man.
Who's Ant-Man? Get this. He shrinks.
Wow.
But he's going into a quantum realm.
Wow.
The whole movie takes place there.
Not
and
really.
the main bad guy is probably some guy.
Kang.
Huh?
Kang. The Conqueror.
Potentially.
He Who Remains.
Yes. If you don't know what that is, Google it right now.
No, if you don't know what that is, go watch a Loki season 1.
That works too, actually. That works too.
Actually, we actually very recent, like 3 days ago.
3 days
ago. We rewatched Infinity War and Endgame. And I gotta tell you, like, I didn't think when you don't watch a movie for a long time.
Yeah.
And then you watch it again, and you just enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
I didn't remember how good
they were.
Like Infinity War was.
Yeah.
I was going through the motions again.
Yeah, it's
like I remember the scene.
Yeah.
But it's almost like I don't remember it 100%.
Yeah.
So I was like watching it for the first time.
No, not really. No,
well, not watching it for the first time, but it's basically with the same.
The first time experience was great because we were like, we were in the theater. We had those really comfortable chairs.
We had food.
We had popcorn.
We had food.
It was an IMAX.
It was with chairs.
No, Dolby Atmos
when
sound.
When we watched it, we sat on the floor. No,
no, it's one of those. I mean, they're so dang long.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, they're really good movies. I mean, I
enjoyed them. I definitely enjoyed them. There was a lot that I felt I was able to recollect.
Yeah.
From other movies because not too long ago we rewatched all of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago.
Well, I mean, like lately we've been like kind of one off. Like we rewatched the Black Panther movie and then we watched Black Panther 2.
Yes.
So we've kind of like we kind of do that every now and then. We'll like rewatch like something, but
we'll rewatch the movie before the movie that's coming out.
Right. So like
specifically with the MCU.
Yeah, because it's like
a part. You know what the MCU is?
Yeah.
The MCU is like a really long TV show.
Yeah, they're episodes.
It's just a really long. There are
just every couple of episodes they introduce a new character.
Yeah, I think there's like 30 something movies.
Yeah, and now they actually have. I don't know how many movies they are now.
Watch this.
He's Googling live on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, and my eye is just having like a seizure. It doesn't stop crying.
Okay, so there's.
All right,
so just before Endgame, there's 21 films. Just before getting.
So it's 22 films with Endgame.
There's 21 films before Endgame.
So with Endgame, it's 22.
Yeah, with Endgame, it's 22.
Okay, and then after Endgame, how many were released?
I don't even want to question
it. Okay.
Because that takes more time.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so, 22. Like it's so interconnected.
That's a season.
Yeah, I mean that is a season.
That's oh my goodness.
It was a season.
And we've started the next phase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean that was the end of phase 3.
Yeah.
And we just finished phase 4.
Technically, we can say 3 phases is one season.
Yeah, we finished phase 4 with I think it was Doctor Strange. No,
I don't even know. To be honest with you,
it was.
I just enjoyed.
It was Black Panther.
But let's be real here. It's all linear in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, time travel kind of makes it not linear, but whatever.
I mean,
it's still linear.
I mean, your past self becomes your present self, so it doesn't really work like that.
He's affecting me.
It's not. This isn't Back to the Future. Anyway,
so the Ant-Man movie,
right?
It looks pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
looks like there's gonna be a lot of CGI in the movie.
For sure.
A lot of effects.
All
because
of these movies
the whole movie takes place in a non-existent location.
I mean, they can make sets.
Well, obviously they're gonna make sets.
No, I just know. Okay, so here's the thing. And they've already filmed the movie, so.
Well, that is also true.
So they made the sets. This is past tense already. This is not.
Why didn't I get to see the sets?
Because you're.
I feel I should be an executive now.
You don't work for them.
I could eventually.
You don't have the comic book knowledge necessary.
Okay, I didn't say I was gonna be a developer.
I know. I mean,
I can be their audio engineer.
You know how much they probably have that world's greatest audio engineer working on those films,
and I work under him.
I'm his coffee boy.
I run the errands. I walk the dogs.
I'm his assistant.
I'm not even an assistant. I'm just the housekeeper.
I'm the assistant of the assistant.
I'm the housekeeper.
I can't remember who we were talking to this one time. Came over to the house and he was telling us how he lived in California for 6 months. And he was telling us how
someone we know?
Yeah, no, he was just like visiting. He was from another city, but he was visiting, and he was saying how in California there's like a very like scarcity of like jobs. And he's like, I met someone who was the assistant for the assistant of said person. The person had like 4 assistants, and his best friend was that assistant. Like, was the assistant to the assistant to the assistant to the assistant?
At that point, you got a team. I would just give up on the title. I'd be like, Marv, here's your team.
But like, how many? Like, no. But then the follow up was like, how many things are you doing?
Yeah.
To need an assistant for the assistant, and then that person also needs assistant. It's like David Dobrik. You know how he keeps hiring assistants?
But that's because he keeps bringing his assistants success.
He just made one of them like a CEO or whatever of his company.
He made Natalie a CEO of Dobrik something.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna
sponsor us. Why not?
What was I gonna say? Oh no! What I want to say is so Marvel tweeted out the other day that the Ant-Man movie will have a big part to play the way Civil War had a big part to play in Infinity War.
Okay.
So, knowing what we know about Infinity War, and how it played, like how Civil War played, like how it had that underlining like I have to call Steve and I don't want to, but I gotta make the call. And then when they see each other again and they're like, oh, we both suck, we both failed.
Yeah.
And they have their little pity party, and then Tony like walks out on them. He's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
We tried and you weren't there when I needed you, and he just walks out. Right? So they're saying that
gives him the thing.
Right. He takes off like his nanobots and he's like shoves it in his hand.
His nanobots. He gives him the suit.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, he never uses it too. But what I'm getting at is that they're saying that Ant-Man Quantumania will have a big part to play in that sense, right? So I'm just thinking, what could possibly happen?
Yeah.
In that film. That the only thing I think that could happen is that they'll probably show a bunch of different variants of Kang.
Yeah. And
then that will kind of lead into
what I think. Because just by watching the trailer,
right,
you can kind of, get a sense for the thing.
Right.
They're gonna deal a lot with time again,
obviously.
So, other realities.
The whole movie is gonna take place in about a span of 38 seconds, because it's in the quantum realm,
So you're gonna sit down for 30 seconds, but in reality, it's gonna be 3 hours, 2 hours, or something around. We make long movies now.
Yo, man, did you hear about James Cameron's Avatar 3?
I refuse.
9-hour cut.
Yeah, that's... Jaw hurts. Ow.
I'd watch that in 2 parts. 3 parts.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
The whole Avatar...
It's the papyrus font, bro. The papyrus font.
It's the papyrus. Oh,
a professional graphic designer.
Okay, I get it. Don't. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
The 9 hours.
I don't know if I want to watch the movie.
The 9 hours?
No, not the. What do you mean? That's not the length of the movie.
Obviously,
but the actual movie itself, The Way of Water.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch it.
Why?
Because there's so many mixed feelings about it.
Some people said they cried, they laughed.
See, but the people who say they enjoy it are the fanatics. I've yet to meet an everyday person who saw the first one to think the second one was good.
I actually, I haven't met someone personally, but from what I've heard, from other accounts, of people who have gone to see it, a lot of people have said it was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch it. I probably will. And my commentary while I'm watching will be amazing. You all know that. Not that you guys will be there, but you're all invited. No, I'm kidding. Whoa, I'm kidding. That's a joke. Whoa, relax. Whoa, don't hunt me down now. Okay.
There's you show up to the movie theater. There's 48 people waiting outside.
And I'm like, I don't know any of you. Go home.
They'll go, so we heard we're invited. Are you paying?
And I'll be like,
and you pull out your wallet and you flip it over and like a lint falls out.
No. I'll pull out my wallet and I'll already have a folded paper that says machine out of order. Just leave it there. All the movies are free. No kidding. No, what I would do is I'll grab a Bristol board.
Yeah.
Okay. And and then have it in front of the door just in case.
I don't know how I feel about this already.
Saying that if you show up via my invitation, you're paying for yourself.
A Bristol board. What if like the manager shows you starts ripping it off because you're vandalizing?
Okay. I will get a stand for my board.
But what if he just like takes it away because it's private property?
I will ask for permission.
Okay.
I will just rent it, or I could just rent out a whole like theater.
Yeah.
And then just get everybody in there.
Get everybody in there.
Yeah. I'll just rent a theater.
All right. And you're gonna play?
Not doing that.
Avatar.
I will not play Avatar. You will come for no reason. I will play a black screen for the next 3 hours. How long is The Way of Water? I'm going to play a black screen for that time.
The exact amount of length.
And then I'll roll the credits. And the credits will just be produced by Victor.
It should just be the whole movie in audio.
No, literally, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, ready? I'm going to grab the template of The Way of Water, like the credits.
Yeah.
I'm just going to copy paste it.
Yeah.
Replace all the names with my name.
Of course.
And have it be a black screen. So when you see like sound effects, by
it'll
just be sound effects by Victor.
When they go Jake Sully, it'll be Victor.
Yeah.
Natiri, Victor.
Yeah. It'll like black screen, Victor. the silence, Victor. Audio production, Victor. I'm scaling, Victor. Color grade, Victor.
Okay. I get it. No,
cameraman.
I can't.
Was me.
I can't remember who did it. We had an assignment once when I was like in grade 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And someone was like, he put credits in his like short video.
Yeah.
And he put executive producer, and his last name was Palmer.
Palmer.
Yeah. So he had a good name, right?
Yeah, that's a good name.
So it's like executive producer, and he only uses his last name. It's like Palmer, and then it's like. And then producer Palmer, director Palmer, what did he? Cameraman Palmer.
Yeah.
There's no camera work. Sound effects Palmer. There were no sound effects. They just started adding like random things. Yeah. Man sitting on couch Palmer. Editor and chief executive officer. It was just
CGI Palmer.
Like the thing too was like it was just a slideshow.
Yeah. Oh. I thought it was a video.
No, it was a video, but it was just like a slideshow turned into a video. So it was like it was
a recorded slideshow.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Great camera work in that piece. I think I've seen it. No, it
was
worked by Palmer, right?
Yeah. I can't hear. Okay, so yeah,
I should make a short film, and actually have it be a black screen, and every once in a while you see a jitter, but you'll never know what happened. It's just a black screen.
It's just you sitting in a dark room.
It's me sitting in a dark room for the next. Wait, how long is The Way of Water? Give me a sec here.
And the camera's just recording you sitting there, just like in the dark, and the waiver is you getting up to leave.
I can do it. Give me a sec.
Oh man, no. We gotta wrap this up, bro. We gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just see you getting up to leave.
It's 3 hours and 12 minutes. I can do that. I can pull that off.
That's the worst. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to cut out that laugh. That was so loud.
Anyways. That's not even that much time. That's like me sitting in one class.
Oh my gosh. That's just unbelievable.
I just grabbed the camera, throw it in the closet for the duration of class. I just produced an entire movie 300 times better than whatever some guy who thinks he knows he's got it. No, I'm kidding. This is I don't mean to insult. My phone is going off. I apologize.
James Cameron is regarded as one of the greatest directors of our time.
And I'm just some guy
on
a couch.
You're a nobody.
I am. But here's the thing. The depth of the darkness.
Oh my gosh.
It is intriguing. It draws the people.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that, guys. So we're going to wrap up this episode.
This is unbelievable.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Everything's always in the description, whether it be up, down, left, or right. Make sure to share with your grandmother, share with your rooster, share with your dog, share with everybody and everything you physically can. And we'll catch you guys on Monday. Peace.
Bye.